we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and it says, with love and respect. We find that the sages willingly brought shame upon themselves in order to save another person from being shamed. It happened once, as Rabbi Gamliel said, awaken 7 judges for me and have them come to the attic. Next morning, Rabbi Gamliel woke. Rabbi Gamliel awoke and found 8 judges in the attic. He declared, whoever ascended without permission should descend. Shmuel HaKatan arose and said, I am the one who ascended without permission. It was not really Shmuel HaKatan who ascended without permission, but someone else. It was only because of the embarrassment that the person would have suffered that Shmuel HaKatan made his admission. It's from Sanhedrin 11a. So we see that many good story about this person, Shmuel HaKatan. HaKatan means small. He's small maybe in size, but very big in Kedusha. Right, so Rabbi asked 7 people to come. It's not people, he said 7 judges. So if Rabbi, I'm just adding from myself, just thinking out loud, if he asks 7 judges to come, it's very, very special people. So why would somebody of these very, very special people come without an invitation? That's a very interesting question. I don't know. It's not like simpletons. They think that it's free meal, right? It's big judges. Okay, so one of them came without invitation. Rabbi said, who is extra? Shmuel HaKatan said, me. Of course, it was not him, but he left. Okay. Not to embarrass other person. Surely then, one should help his friend correct any improper behavior that could lead to his embarrassment. Certainly, one sees that fellow is acting in a manner which is contrary to halacha, he is obligated to inform him of his of this privately, and if necessary, rebuke him. In so doing, he will fulfill both commandments: to reprove one's fellow, Vayikra 19:17, and commandments to love one fellow as oneself. When one helps his fellow Jew to improve his divine service, he brings great satisfaction, as it were, to Hashem. Conversely, when one disparages his fellow before the others for having behaved incorrectly, what does one above gain from this? Okay, so that's a very interesting question. So let's do this again, and we're going to explain. So the story we got. So it's it's better for a person to be embarrassed than he embarrass somebody else. That somebody else get embarrassed. So it was not his responsibility, of course. So one more time. Surely when one should help his friend to correct his improper behavior that could lead him to embarrassment. So who is the one who is sinning? He's been embarrassed because other people will talk about him, and nobody is going to take him seriously. Understand? So because of this, it is embarrassment. Okay. Certainly, if one sees his fellow acting in this manner, which is contrary to halacha, he is obligated to inform him privately. Right? So you see that somebody is doing something wrong. So of course it must be your fellow. Like you like the person, you should try to help him or her, and that's why you're talking. Okay. He's obligated to inform him privately, of course, if necessary, to rebuke him. So if the person should have known better, so sometimes or very often this rebuke would be better than just saying nicely, but it depends on the person. In so doing, one fulfills both the commandments to reprove one's fellow, right? So there is a separate commandment, one of the 613, right? To reprove one fellow. And commandment to love one fellow as oneself. So same as you don't want to be embarrassed. So same you want to save somebody else from being embarrassed, right? continue. When one helps his fellow Jew to improve his divine service, he brings great satisfaction, as it were, to Hashem. So that's a separate point. It's not about embarrassment, but it's about Hashem liking this person in something, whatever it means. Right? Why would he like this person? Because he does his will, and somebody who does not do the will of Hashem goes to do exactly opposite. Right? And conversely, when one disparages his fellow before the others for having behaved incorrectly, what does the one above gain from this? Right? So, and when he embarrasses somebody else, disparages his fellow before the others, it's not going to help the other person for sure. I mean, if you try to stop others from going the same path, yes, right? But first we're trying to talk to that person, of course. Maybe he's going to change his behavior. All right, stop here. Any questions? What we said?